Okay, so here's a weird thing in gaming. The second game in a series, 9 times out of 10, it's the best one. The first game is like the awkward pilot episode, rough, experimental, kinda charming, but it's figuring itself out. Then the sequel comes in like, oh, I know what I'm doing now. And boom, masterpiece. So let's talk about 20 sequels that prove the rule. Second games hit harder, cleaner, and leave us way more obsessed. Portal 2. Portal 1 was like a free dessert. Short, sweet, perfect. Portal 2 said, how about a whole buffet? Longer puzzles, hilarious writing, co-op mode. It's still one of the smartest, funniest games ever made. And yes, the cake is still a lie. Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate was a classic RPG. Shadows of Amn was an epic. The story was deeper, the party members unforgettable, and the choices actually felt like they mattered. It's still considered one of the best RPGs of all time. Like, this game walked so Mass Effect could sprint. Streets of Rage 2. The first Streets of Rage was a solid beat-em-up. Streets of Rage 2? Legendary. Bigger sprites, crunchier combat, and music so good you could play it in a nightclub. Axel yelling, "Grand Upper!" is basically burned into everyone's brain forever. Spyro 2. Ripto's Rage. Spyro 1. Hey, collect some gems and burn some sheep. Spyro 2. Cool. Now let's add new moves, way bigger worlds, and an actual villain with a name. Ripto's Rage turned Spyro from a cute platformer into a full-on adventure. Crash Bandicoot. 2 Crash 1 was adorable, but brutal. Crash 2 smoothed out the difficulty, gave Crash a slide move, and made the levels way more creative. It's the perfect Saturday morning cartoon turned video game. Cortex Strikes Back. And honestly, he struck better. Time Splitters 2. The first Time Splitters was fun, but bare bones. Time Splitters 2? Party game royalty. Crazy weapons, hilarious characters, a full campaign, and the map maker that basically let you build your own golden eye. Everyone had this game in their dorm or living room. Doom 1 invented first-person shooters. Doom 2 invented the super shotgun. End of story. Bigger maps, nastier demons, and a gun so satisfying it practically gave you therapy. It didn't reinvent the formula. It just turned the volume to 11. Half-Life 2. Half-Life 1 blew minds in '98, but Half-Life 2, that game showed us the future. Physics puzzles, the gravity gun, facial animations that didn't look like potato people. It was insane. Every FPS since has copied something from Half-Life 2. Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 1 was spooky. Silent Hill 2 was a therapy session gone wrong. Instead of just monsters in fog, we got James Sunderland's twisted guilt, Pyramid Head nightmares, and a story that still messes with people's heads today. Horror games have never been the same. Tomb Raider 2. Lara Croft was already an icon, but in Tomb Raider 2, she was unstoppable. Bigger tombs, better action, and now she's driving boats and snowmobiles like she's in an action movie. If the first game made Lara famous, the second one made her a legend. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. The first Tony Hawk was already cool, but Pro Skater 2 invented manuals, which meant you could chain combos forever. Suddenly, you weren't just skating, you were breaking the laws of physics in the dopest way possible. Plus, the soundtrack still slaps today. Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 1 was like, what if Disney and Final Fantasy had a weird fever dream together? It was fun, but messy. KH2? That's where combat popped off. Fast, flashy, anime-level drama, and some of the best boss fights in the series. Yes, the story is insane, but we all ate it up anyway. Resident Evil 2. The first Resident Evil was like, hey, Here's some zombies in a mansion. Good luck with the tank controls. Resident Evil 2 said, how about a whole city of nightmares, plus Leon and Claire to cry over? Bigger, scarier, better. RE2 is why survival horror became a thing. Street Fighter 2. Nobody even remembers the first Street Fighter. It was clunky, weird, and had like 2 playable characters. Street Fighter 2, though? That game invented modern fighting games. It gave us Ryu, Chun-Li, Guile's hair, everything. Without it, we'd still be mashing buttons in the Dark Ages. Sonic the Hedgehog. 2 Sonic 1 was cool, but let's be real. Sonic 2 is where the blue blur actually became fun. They added the spin dash, made the levels flow way better, and gave us Tails, aka the little buddy who dies for you so you don't have to. Sonic 2 basically made Sega a household name. So, yeah, second games are where magic happens. The first game builds the foundation, but the second? That's where developers flex. They fix the clunky stuff, double the fun, and make history. That's why when you hear the phrase, the sequel is better, you're not talking about movies, you're talking about video games. And honestly, I'm not mad about it.